Do you feel that it is easy to talk to friends? However, once you get in front of a crowd, you feel that you are becoming very quiet, not sure about your message? Now we need to fix this, because think about it. If you are not speaking out your voice, if you do not take time to express what you know to people around you, you're giving the chance to somebody else to do that for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alain Faber and I'm a high school teacher. I am here in a 10-part series on how to be a better speaker. I'm doing this for my students, for you, my community, because I know that when we have found our voice, when we know that we're a speaker, we can share to the world what we know to make the world a better place. The interesting thing is, over the years as a teacher, I've been able to speak about science, about topics in front of teenagers. Now, what is interesting is it is much harder for me to speak in front of a crowd of adults. And that is one reason that I made the personal decision to meet with the Toastmasters group so that I could be better at communicating my message. Now, I realized in the last bit, and especially because of COVID-19, I realized that a lot of my students are no longer sharing and using their voice to say what they have to say, to share who they are. And I realized it's the same for people around me, for my coworkers as well, I'm sure. So the idea is, how can we make sure that we realize that we are speakers? Because think about it. When we are with friends, with family members, we do talk about all kinds of ideas and it is fun. But the question is, if you can do this with friends and family members, why couldn't you do this for the rest of the world? Because if you can contribute to your family and to your friends to make sure they become better people, why can't we do the same thing for people outside of our immediate circle of friends or our immediate family? And that's the purpose for this 10-part series on becoming a better speaker. Because once you become a better speaker, you'll be able to articulate what you want to say. You'll be able to clarify your message. And at the end of the world, it will be helpful if you're a student at school, but it will also be helpful if you're an employee in a company, or if you are a CEO towards your shareholders. That means that communication skills are very important. Now, I'm sharing that with you because in the last year or so, I've worked very hard to improve my verbal communication skills. And the more I do it, the more I realize I should have done that before. And that's the reason why I want you to realize you're a speaker and you can be a better speaker in front of your friends, family members, in front of your coworkers, and in any other circumstances you are in within your community. Here are 3 tips for you to realize that you are already a speaker and you can go to the next level. My first tip is for you to realize that you are already a speaker and that around you, you already influence people. Keep in mind that we are looking for positive reinforcement. We're looking for positive improvement of our world. It is too easy to be negative, to talk about other people, to talk about problems without trying to figure out solutions. The next time you have a chance to discuss with someone, listen to their speech, try to see what they are trying to communicate for you, and see what you can do to help them become better people. That could be for you to listen only, but it could also guide them towards a more positive situation. Because to be positive requires work. It's too easy to be negative only. So keep that in mind. You'll notice as well that as you are with different people and that you're trying to propose solutions to improve their lives, you'll realize that some people don't want improvement. Some people, the only thing they want to do is talk about situation, talk about other people, and talk about problems. If you feel that it's not what you want anymore, that's a realization. Try to see if you can be there for them, but it might be time for you to explore new groups, new people, so that you can be in a situation where you can be in a growth mindset environment. My second tip is, now that we know that you already know a lot, the second part is, who will you help and in what way can you contribute? And the easiest way to do that is to volunteer in your community. Volunteering is a beautiful way for you to meet new people that are like-minded, that you want to get to a better place. It could be to help people in needs in your environment, or it could be even a group that want to make your city more beautiful, that want to, it could be a learning group, could be for you to be meeting with others so that you can have constructive conversations. Meetup group are wonderful for that, because once you start noticing that you can contribute outside of your friends and family member, you notice that your vision of what your life is will expand. And that's one step closer to having a growth mindset. My third tip is for you to start communicating now. Now, we know that you know a lot and that you can contribute in many ways. The question is, what will you do? And the best way to do that is to start communicating with people around you what your goals are, which related to speaking, related to ideas, something you love. I have a friend who's part of a cyclist group. She loves cycling and she meets wonderful people that have similar interests. She sees them maybe 3 times a week for cycling. But think about the communication that happens is very positive. Everybody wants to get better. And when she gets home, she can discuss cycling with other people. So that opens up the type of conversations that is being done. So we are now at our call to action. My call to action for you today is to find someone that you know needs help or can learn something from you. Contact them and make sure that you meet for them to talk with them. It is a big homework. And the reason is, first of all, you know that you can contribute. Second, you want to make sure that at the end of that meeting, you have enriched the life of the person you have shown things to. And what is interesting is, by helping somebody else, you will feel rewarded. You will feel that you have spoken very intelligently because you have talked about something you know. You will also feel good because you've made the world a better place. And guess what? The chances are that you might learn something from them too. On this, I'm going to put a link here to my playlist for my 10-part series on how to become a better speaker. And I'll see you there.